Okay. Let me skip that one though. I can literally play whatever I want on the stream right now because I finally figured out, it's actually very, very, very simple, but I have gotten around to basically adding Spotify and the Windows player onto a different track that is only sent to the stream directly, and it will not be sent to the VOD. Therefore, I'm basically gonna have no copyrights. If I go to the VOD right now, logically it should work. Let me try. Let me just see. Does it work? Yeah. Yep. If you go to the VOD right now, you hear nothing of the past 10 minutes. Apart from my voice. Hopefully you hear my voice. Hopefully it's not like out of it. Would that be a bad thing though? But yeah. So like if you go onto anywhere onto the next or the past 10 minutes, the VOD has no music whatsoever, therefore no copyrights, therefore share. I can play whatever I want now on stream and it won't be copyrighted. And of course, get used to that beautiful San Andreas soundtrack. Or basically anything I'm gonna feel like playing whenever I start the stream. That is kinda nice, I'm not gonna lie. Full copyright free stream. Although there is some copyrighted music at the beginning of Arkham Knight. And yeah, and by the way, speaking of Arkham Knight, this is what we're playing tonight. We are playing the Switch port of Arkham Knight. It is so bad, but it's so bad in a way that's actually funny. So I can't wait. I have played a bit of it, and on like handheld mode, it's not that bad. But whenever you put it on the dock and on the TV, it is, oof, it is an experience of its own. Let me tell you that. It is wonderful. It feels so weird though because now I have so many audio sources, because basically the way it works is that you have to add each audio source as its own, each one that you want to rule out of the VOD. And I am stalling quite hard because I'm waiting for my coffee to be done. So yes, I'm stalling. I'm also getting the Switch ready. And it's actually the first time I'm gonna stream some Switch games. But I just had to for the memes with Arkham Knight. I cannot not do it. I'm gonna go check on the coffee, be right back. The coffee is here. We shall be ready to begin. Hello, hello. Oh. We are quite close today indeed. I kind of widened the angle on that one because it felt a bit weird having just a square thing in the middle of the waiting screen. So I figured why not just, do that. Boom, if I want to disappear and if I want to reappear. Let's go. I can stop the music and make it an awkward silence while I say hello and welcome in anyone maybe here you're joining soon. And then I can just directly go back right here. Boom, here we are. This is how it looks now. We have all 3 Arkham games on the Switch. And Arkham Knight is sadly known for its memeable state when it comes to Switch version of it. As you could see though, however, if you go onto Arkham City, for example, it's actually not that bad. Like, not that bad is even an understatement. It's actually very good. Like, having these games at decent quality and even very good quality on a handheld, because to me the interest of this is to have it on the Switch and in portable mode. It's what makes buying this trilogy worth it, of course, because Arkham Asylum and Arkham City are actually very well ported, especially in handheld mode. I think that on docked mode, Arkham Asylum has a few frame dips, but both Arkham Asylum and City run at 1080p, 30 on docked mode and 720p in handheld mode, but the console versions on the PS3 and 360 initially were like at 720p, so it is a bit better, believe it or not, than the actual original versions. But yeah, it runs well, it looks good because it's 1080p, still 30 frames, but it's actually a better version than the initial PS3 and 360 releases. Also, there are some black bars around due to the Switch. I can actually maybe try and correct that. But yeah. And hello player, good to see you, hope you're well. Yeah, you speak French, I bet. Yeah, I started playing all 3 of the games, but this, like on the small OLED screen at 720p, like I think the OLED actually has a bit of a bigger screen, but like, on the Switch Lite, for example. Yeah, like it's French. Hope you're well. You have this game on a screen like that, right? Isn't it wonderful? I want to say. So yeah, now I can play it anywhere. Arkham Knight, and you know what though? The fact that Arkham Knight even runs in the first place as big enough, you know, right? Actually, the OLED is even a bit better. 7 inches. Not quite there yet. But let's say it's average. I want to do that. I wanted to fit to the screen, yes, yes. Boom. Okay, but yeah. It is beautiful, but now you know what we are here for. It's not fun playing a game that's well ported and runs well and looks good. We are here for the memes. This is. You also have only 3 saves available when you normally can make 4 saves, which I don't know why, but that's how it is. So interesting, I want to say. Also, don't know why I have black bars on my screen whenever it's the Switch. But yeah, one thing that's nice also, the haptic feedback and being able to play with things like this. I never play with the with them stuck together on the small controller thingy. I always play with them around like this. I don't know why it's extra nice. Whatever, I mean in docked mode that is. But yeah, this on handheld mode runs at like 540p, which is barely above the PS2 resolution. And on docked mode, I think it's like 900p something. So I don't understand why they didn't make it 720p on docked mode, but at least making it stable somewhat. I want this. Of course, hard difficulty. Okay. Yes, I want English voices. And this. We're obviously not gonna play through the whole game, but like if you go into the, it's already lagging in the menu. If you go into the character screen, like the skins, this is the, I don't know why this is the icon for the new skin that came with the game. Like, do you even, why not put an icon that has the rendering of the others? It stands out in a weird way. But like, yeah, the textures are all muddy and everything. It's, and initially, especially when you play on handheld, you know, it's not too bad. It runs fairly well. It doesn't look too good, obviously. But then the second you get into the Batmobile, it's open season. Okay, I got this. Wait. No. Yes. No. There we go. Okay, let's see it. Also, I'm gonna need to, this one I actually need to mute. There you go. I got the sound coming out of my screen, I just realized. Okay. Mute it. Let's go. And hello Stefan, good to see you, hope you're well. I'm just getting the music in the about the game. I didn't buy the game to make fun of it. Basically, the whole Arkham trilogy was ported over to Switch. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City are beautiful. They run very well. They are very well ported. Nice 1080p on docked, 720p on handheld. But Arkham Knight is a different story. Look at the textures already. And it's on Switch, Stefan. Hope you're well, by the way, hope you're doing good. Just Arkham Knight on Switch is a meme. Okay, now we can... Okay, now we can go back. It's a meme.
This is how it happened.
Yep.
This is how the Batman died.
Just... Yes. Absolute meme.
Nine months ago, Joker was cremated.
Why
Pressed
is
the
my
button that
monitor
burnt the evil
spamming
bastard
the it's
myself.
muted?
And
thing?
then we waited. Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle. But it didn't come.
Minulet.
Crime actually fell. Deep down, I knew war was coming.
But yeah.
I was just waiting for someone to pull.
And this is pre-rendered by the way, the cutscene right now. And you know, and you look at it like this, it's not that bad. But that's from distance. And it doesn't run too bad whenever you're out of the Batmobile. But whenever you get into it, it's like the flow
Thanks.
is completely
No
matte.
problem. Oh, thanks, honey. So, what'll it be?
And it's
The
such,
usual?
like, to be fair,
Okay, chicken
it is such
salad with
actual
no
sorcery
dressing.
that this game even runs
You know
on
what?
Switch in the first
Make
place.
waffles. With a side of bacon. Don't tell my wife.
Whatever you say, officer.
Just look at this.
Oh, and if you want some more coffee, just shout.
You know, it's not that bad when you look at that very art deco, you know, right?
Waffles with
Like,
bacon on the side.
to be honest, it's basically as if the devs had ported the game on PS3 and 360 back in the day. It's basically like as if the game was running on PS3 right now. And it's probably not quite as bad because I think the Switch is still a bit more powerful, but yeah.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
There's just so much detail that's lost. Like global lightning is also not a thing anymore. So for example, where on any other version the moon creates this ambient light around the city, that's not really a thing anymore. There's a bit of the art direction that was sacrificed. But yeah. It runs. If it's someone's only way to play the game, I would be like, oh, it's the only way to play it. It's just not optimal. And in a way, it kind of brings me back to the days where I was playing this on my R9 270X
This demonstration
and Athlon quad core, and it wasn't even as bad, but
tomorrow, this will seem like child's play. Gotham, this is your only warning.
yeah. To be honest, the 270X I had was the Vapor X model, and it wasn't as noisy as my RX 580 later on. But yeah, I wish I had not sold that GPU. I would have kept it just for the memories.
Scarecrow's threat worked.
But yeah, but like, it's an
Yesterday,
absolute
there were
miracle
6.3 million people in Gotham
that this
City.
even runs on the Switch. Like,
Today, not
So
so,
I'm not-
many.
I'm not really like actually hard shitting on it. I'm just miming it a bit. And now the devs were given a shit
The
on the
only people
plate
left on the streets are the
and were
sort that
told
enjoy the
to donate it to
chaos.
chocolate, basically.
Gotham's finest.
You know,
Scum. Criminals.
but like I said,
And worse. Not
buying
enough good people
the
left
pack
to stop.
just because it has Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, it's entirely worth it. No questions on them. Especially since I don't know why, but I got it for $40 when it was 60 on the eShop and most retail places.
It took just 24
The-
hours for us to lose control of
The shop
city.
chain I got it from was selling it at 40
Tonight,
on launch day and even for
Gotham's
pre-orders.
relying on one man to save us all.
Which I don't really understand. I don't know. I didn't think, or I don't think maybe the sales numbers were that bad. For it to be already at like 40 bucks on launch day. Well, yeah, there are also some people saying that they are going to fix it with a patch, but I don't think there's anything to be done to fix it. I think that this is as hard as the Switch can go, or they would have to rework and reorganize a lot of things within the engine and the way the game renders to actually fix it. But look at the studios already. Like, they would have to rework the game from the core to actually fix it. And I don't think they're gonna put in that kind of investment, to be honest. Body
I'm
turns.
just glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe, Barbara. You still know how to make an entrance.
How's the evacuation going?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Scarecrow?
We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip.
Look at the clock
With the
tower.
evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a
Never liked
chemical
Scarecrow.
weapon in Gotham?
Yeah.
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, he's not the most interesting villains, like, especially the reason why he's doing this in Arkham Knight is basically blaming Batman for a situation that he put himself in.
Hey, Batman.
Which, you know, typical villain,
Every
a
damn time.
narcissistic train of thought. But yeah, the textures look very muddy, and in order to fix them,
Oracle.
they would
I need the
basically have
location of Unit
to
247.
Already working on it.
rework the entire texture streaming system and make it so that
Holding up.
Somehow he always does.
the gaps between the lower importance
Okay,
textures and the high
I'm
important
sending
one,
to
like
this
the
marker
ones on
location.
Batman, is larger.
Careful. It's not looking
To be
good
honest,
out
the
there.
textures looking muddy like that, it kind of looks like they had a slider on texture resolution for all textures and just dropped it down instead of manually tweaking the important and smaller ones. But yeah, it's already stuttering. And it's not as bad on handheld on that part because I played it earlier on handheld mode and it wasn't stuttering like that when going around. So the dock is definitely pushing it harder.
You should have left with the others. You brought this on yourself, trying to be a hero. Oh, no! Get out of here! Ish.
Zam!
You're safe.
Thanks, Batman.
Easy
They
though.
were gonna kill me.
I'm gonna act like I haven't seen this 1,000 times, but it's the first time on the
City's overrun.
Switch.
We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
Like, I don't think, you know, it's as clear on
How
the
are you gonna
stream,
stop
but
that car?
looking at the textures around. Yeah. It's a meme. Just look at the
We're
road.
done for, aren't we?
What the f... It looks like he was being in the corner or something. Let's even the odds. Oof. The frame rate tanker itself.
Oracle. I need to track that
Yeah,
military
but
vehicle.
this is basically what it is. Like, it's just like if they would have ported the game back on PS3.
Call off your men, Jim.
Like,
Golf Oscar 5-6, this is Commissioner
the
Gordon.
physics
I'm calling
has
over
always
to
been
Pacific.
wonky
It's too dangerous.
around unstable frame rate in this game,
We can take these bastards.
and the frame rate with the Batmobile goes between like 15 and 25. or 30 sometimes, but
That's an order. Let Batman deal with this.
game mode, alright.
Please, Batman, you've got to stop.
Most of those, holy
Don't
shit.
worry, Jim. He's mine.
Holy shit.
That takes care of the vehicle. I need to interrogate the
Yeah,
driver.
well, to be honest, the
Nobody
Batmobile
knows.
looking like shit, I don't really mind because, you know, you're not too often looking at it, but look at the building. Actual PS1 text. Like, this is what happened with this game. They just had a texture slider for all textures and toned it down instead of tweaking manually which ones are important or not. So the very good looking textures still look somewhat acceptable, and the less important textures look even worse. Look at the polygons on this guy. Look at that.
Where's Scarecrow?
Go to hell.
It's like he doesn't even have eyes anymore.
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every
It looks
bone in
like
your
when
body.
you know, in GTA when the NPCs don't render fully at distance.
I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other what?
Yeah. But you know, to be fair though, like Batman doesn't look too bad, but of course it's the character you're gonna see all day. Or all night. Yeah.
Oracle, check the chemical analysis.
There
we
are
just
some
uploaded.
sacrifices to be
Sure.
made to run this on the
Is
Switch, but
this
it
what I
runs,
think it is?
Scarecrow's new toxin.
and that's
An
actual sorcery.
uncontaminated sample.
You're not kidding. I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown on the back computer. What are you going to do?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby. I'm going to pay him a visit.
Let's hope this is the break we've been waiting for.
Yeah. What I'm waiting to see though, because I have not reached parts like this yet, but I'm waiting to see how it looks and runs on
This is the
indoors
place.
areas,
I should check the penthouse on the
in
top
indoor
floor.
places, like the chemicals part. Maybe that's a bit better. Yeah. But it's like AI drawing people with extra fingers, or with like arms that go in different directions simultaneously, or
Why do we have to wait? We can give her a
simultaneously
Scarecrow was your idea.
at the same time.
Didn't sound like a joke. Think I wanted to know I was going
Yeah, you know, well, I'm still not perfectly English, of course.
I can't say I'm surprised. You should really review your
Simun,
security.
simultaneously. Yes. 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 Yeah. Please do.
I've seen trees with faster reflexes. Something tells me this wasn't part of the plan.
Even the stars of when they are knocked out are completely low res.
Well, that's made things a little more interesting.
Sir, it's Batman. He's here.
Were you expecting to find me, Batman?
Yes.
I'm afraid I must disappoint you.
Damn it.
Take
He
a look at the
disappointed me.
chamber. I want you to know the fear that is coming.
Listen up, Bat Freak. We're walking
I would
out of
definitely
here.
play it on
Nice
handheld
and
though,
slow. You try anything
but
stupid, I'll blow her brains out.
at a distance, you know, like with the console far
But
away.
only one of us is getting out of this cell.
No! No! No!
Bye bye.
Nothing like a little
Say
natural
goodbye to the
immunity.
monsieur. Why is this so silent? What the fuck? Why you gotta be awkward like that? Like, you're supposed to have flowers all around. And it just looks like she hasn't
What
showered
are you
in
doing here?
10 years.
Why did Scarecrow lock you up?
No hello.
Hello.
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
It started with a meeting.
What meeting?
You can tell she's already
Everyone
fed
was
up with
there.
this shit. Like,
Penguin, Two-Face,
she's used to
Riddler,
him pulling
even
up
poor
these
Harvey.
one-liners every time.
Scarecrow said he had a plan.
Looks like...
That
Yeah.
together we could take you out, and Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe that was
You
the
know, like,
idea.
the faces, to be honest, the
I
faces
told him that I wasn't
on
interested in
the
his
main
pathetic
characters are
human
not
beings. And when
that
I came to, I was
bad.
locked up in that room. It's such a shame
To
that
be
his
fair.
vile toxin has no effect on me.
If you look at his face, it's not completely out of it.
Nature always wins.
The hair even renders and everything, like it does on the PS4 version. And Xbox One.
Will he ever learn?
I love this scene just because... of the-
You're
It's
coming
like-
with me.
You only had to ask.
Can you come with me?
What's wrong?
Oh no! I did not see the plot twist. I have not seen this scene 1,000 times.
We've got the target, sir. He's cornered.
Oh, you've got the target, is that so?
Don't move.
Is that so?
$60mm cannon operational.
Uh-huh.
Fire suppressor engaged. Batman, I spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving through Chinatown. Be there any second.
Alright. To be fair, it is not that different from the normal version. Like, the tanks just disappear while leaving debris behind. Except right now, or right here, they don't leave debris, so it's like they just vanish. Yeah. No, I bought this because I would get to play Arkham Asylum and City on my Switch. On that small, beautiful OLED screen. Looks great. But I also wanted to meme on the sport of Arkham Knight. Especially having the whole trilogy for $40. It just disappeared. No debris, no nothing, it just gone. It is just gone. But yeah,
We
like
need
they
to
should.
leave.
I don't understand why they made it 900p. They could have used that extra power to make the game more stable. And why not,
I need to know where those tanks are coming from.
like,
I'm tracking several transport
bump up
helicopters
a
moving into the
bit
city.
of
There are
the
more on
character
way.
textures
Activate the Batmobile
with the extra
weapon
memory
diagnostics.
instead of making it 900p? Like, I wouldn't be mad at a game that runs at 720p 30 because that's a Switch. And we used to play games at 720p 10 years ago. And the only reason 720p looks bad now is because we look at it on 4K screens. So yeah. You play a PS3 on a like 1366 by 768 TV. It looks pretty good.
Simulation activated.
It still looks good on an older model of 1080p TV.
Stage 1. Destroy targets to charge up weapon energy and activate missile barrage. Missile barrage level 1 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 2. Charge the missile barrage to level
Oh,
2.
they leave debris
Destroy
here, by the
4
way.
targets at once.
Oh, so maybe it was... No, that's why I remember it being the same in the original versions on PS4 and Xbox One. With the tank disappearing, it was already the case before. Because here they leave debris. So it's just unique to that cutscene that we saw before. Also look at the logo. The bullet logo at the center of the screen. What is that?
Missile barrage level 2 ready.
What is that monstrosity?
Diagnostic stage complete.
Yeah, I just...
Stage 3.
From what I understand as well,
Damage to weapon energy. Charge
the
up
ports
missile
were
barrage
made...
level 2 and destroy
Alright,
4
the
active
ports were made
targets
by
with
different
diagnostic
studios.
test.
So... I think Arkham City got the most investment. And then I think there was another studio that was tasked with Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight. And funnily enough, both Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight have issues.
Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic test complete. Simulation complete.
Okay. Let's go.
Batman, I'm seeing a transport deploying more tanks at Panessa Studios. I've warned GCPD to pull their men off the streets.
I'm heading there now.
The game, like I said, always had issues with the physics at unstable and lower frame rates. If it stutters, the physics goes crazy. So that's why the car keeps pulling back every time we're driving, because it's the physics bugging and reacting to the stutters. Okay, stop moving, you. Pousse, pousse. I stop moving. No, 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 no. What I want to see next on the Switch is Battlefield 4 2042. I want to see how it runs. Imagine BF 2042
Jim,
doing that.
tell your men they can resume their
Oula.
patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
Thank God. Let's hope they were the last.
Don't count on it. I need the isolation chamber prepped at the GCPD lockup. I'm bringing in Ivy.
Oh. Now if I crash, I actually get to blame the frame rate.
Batman, get us out of here!
And let me do that. Yes.
Good to have you here, Batman. Bring her down to the lockup on the lower level.
Yeah, well, to be honest, that's true that, but the problem is the fact that it does not run well. Like the graphics for me are kind of a meme. But the way it runs is the core of the problem. Like if it had come out, let's say looking like this, but at a stable
Any
30 frames
progress
per
with the fear
second,
toxin analysis?
It's
people
gonna
would
take
have
a little
been
while
like,
longer. Drop by the
eh,
clock tower when you're ready.
it is
and
what
I'll
it
show
is,
what
you
I've
know,
got so
it
far.
runs well, so the devs made
Who taught you
the
to
sacrifices
drive?
that the Switch needed, but it doesn't work. So that's why it's funny. and welcome in, by the way, I hope you're well. But like on a handheld like this, it looks better on the handheld than it does on the big screen, of course. Everything,
Scarecrow's gonna break you.
the Batmobile especially.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat sacks?
Yeah, the Batmobile
Civil unrest.
runs between like
There's a war
15
on the
frames
streets. We don't have the
and 30
manpower or
constantly
the equipment.
warping back and forth.
Well, look who it is.
And the physics of this game
Ivy. Well, that's one
being
less
badly
thing to
affected
worry
by
about.
frame rate, if it
It's the
stutters,
isolation
the
chamber.
physics
Glad you're putting it
just goes wonky for a second or two. So the Batmobile keeps
Oh,
having
good.
this
Another
back
cell.
movement whenever you're driving. Like it stops every 5 seconds. But yeah.
You feel safer now that I'm all locked up?
Indeed. Looks like she doesn't even have eyes. Okay, no. But you look at the faces. That's still pretty good, in my opinion at least. Like for example, they could have made her hair like just one solid pile on her head. But it was left kind of
Men dying
as the
down
original
here.
form.
Screw you. Damn bureaucrats.
What I would have done
We're
though
on our own.
for the
We can handle it,
cutscenes
Jim. What's the latest?
would have been
We've got
probably making
incidents
the
cropping
camera a
up
bit
all over
further
the
back
city.
so that
Cash, give us a
the
rundown.
muddy texture wouldn't be as much of a problem. On certain cutscenes where there is no teleporting or weird things going on
First up,
right
call
outside the
contact with
frame
fire crew from Station 17. We've got their
of the
last
camera
known
angle.
coordinates, but they're not gonna survive
I
out
think
there
that could have
on
been
their
done,
own.
just putting the camera a bit
Then
further
there's
back
this.
so that you hide
It's a strange one.
some of the
Body
uglier
turned up.
details.
We didn't have long to look before the evacuation.
Things
but
like
the
that could have
forensic
been done
boys
for
seemed freaked out. Real nasty.
the aesthetics.
Also, we've had several
But yeah,
sightings of the
be
Riddler
just
creeping
fun.
around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's gotta be up to no good.
Because you look at the characters like that, it's not
I know you're
too
busy,
bad, but if I
anything
back
you
up
can
from
do to
Jim,
help is going to save lives.
look at his hair
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead
his-
on Scarecrow.
and his detail.
I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
His hair just disappears the second I step away from him.
Okay. After you finish searching the docks, I want you to link up with Michaels and work your way back along the East River.
He also loses some
We don't have time. Go
shading.
upstairs. Watch your backs. If you spot something,
yeah.
and call it in.
I'll look into these later.
Voilà, 15
Scarecrow's
pièces.
the priority.
Yeah. Well, I think that you could play through the game like this, you know. I will do it for science, but also because on handheld it's not as bad.
Yep,
Uh,
poor bastard.
It's still shit,
He ain't gonna be able to live with himself.
obviously,
What he did in that diner.
Hey, Batman! I
but
guess
most of the time
Scarecrow
you don't
gave
have
the
this
slip. You broke my wrist for nothing.
this muddy look affecting you as much as it is now, because you know it's on a small screen, lower resolution, and on a I actually think that the Switch Lite is the best way to play this game, because this is the smallest screen of the Switch. So the Switch Lite is the best way to play it, in my opinion.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I hope the car's performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, he's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne?
Like,
Try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
I'm always waiting for the textures to load in,
I have messages for you all.
and then I realize that
Those who stayed behind to pick
they never will.
warm flesh from Gotham's bones.
The mod does look
You are
better
under
now.
my protection.
Yeah.
To the cowards quaking
I am
behind
still
the
heavily
walls,
impressed
you will not
that they have managed to make it run in the first place.
enter to
Don't get me wrong.
I have already won. Emptied your city with a violent toxin and a few threatening words. That's how little the safety you provided was worth. And when the dawn comes, when Gotham lies in ruins,
Identity confirmed. Do I come in the Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
Yes.
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we've been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the
Also,
manufacturing
why am I
process?
full of mud?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
As far as I'm
Run a
concerned,
scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his
I did
fear
not follow
toxin.
myself into mud before.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is why you buy a
I spoke
Switch,
to
you know,
Dad.
to play exclusives.
I hate lying to him.
Most people do
He'd
not buy
kill
a
me if
Switch
he
to
knew I was
play
still in the city.
third-party games.
He still blames himself for this.
That's the strength
We'll
of
stop
Nintendo always. But also think that despite this being an interesting port, I think that it's always a good thing for Nintendo to open up to different licenses, of course, and the fact that Asylum and City are still very well ported and look great and run well
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
thank God.
still makes it worth it.
What can I do?
Get your men ready.
Yeah.
As soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
Well, that's fair enough. Like, if you don't have any interest in any of the Nintendo exclusives, then of course, there's no point at all in buying a Switch. Because if you want to play third-party games on a handheld console, for example on the go, if you're not interested in the exclusive from Nintendo, you might as well just get a Steam Deck, because this runs on Ultra 60 FPS on a Steam Deck. It runs very well on a Steam Deck. But you know, I think it's actually a bit more expensive, but it's like 50 euros for the base model. 349 I think. So yeah, 50 more for the Steam Deck. Yeah. That's fair enough, the PS Vita is heavily underrated as well,
You left me to die in the asylum.
especially when it comes to emulation.
You no such mercy.
The base Steam Deck I think is 349, the OLED model I don't know what it is. I think it's gonna be like 399 or 499 something. It's at least $100 more, I think. Oh, I need to go there, make Batman realize that he doesn't have the equipment, then come back. Lil. But yeah, if you're only interested in games like this and none of the Nintendo exclusives, the Steam Deck is definitely the way to go. Yeah, like $349 for a Steam Deck is basically what you would pay for a Switch, for the OLED model, that is. Because you count with that the fact
I need to bypass it and power the
that you
antenna
actually
directly.
need,
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
like you need
the
a
power winch
game,
ready for
you know, with the
deployment?
Switch, with the Steam Deck you don't,
100% functional.
because you play on
No
Steam.
guarantees if you're intending
So
to
you add
pull that
$50 to
car
that,
up
you
the
are
side of
at...
a building.
What did I pay for the
Read my mind.
OLED?
In the job description, Mr. Wayne.
I
Batteries
paid
on its way.
310 for the OLED. So you had a game 45, 345 for the same price. You have a Steam Deck. Yeah. So For games like this, I would absolutely go with the Steam Deck. But... yeah. And hopefully one day we go back to the days where Xbox starts selling consoles again. Like back in the day, they used to, you know, be amongst the strongest for their exclusives. Yeah, it is. The Series X is objectively a better console than the PS5. On the papers. But if you have a PC, you have no reason whatsoever to get a Series X. It's a bit more powerful than the PS5. It's more convenient. It's just better. But the lack of exclusives make it so that I would still buy a PS5 regardless. Because, you know, back in the day we were buying a 360 to play Gears of War, to play Halo, the first Mass Effect when it was an exclusive, things like that. So it's always about what games does it propose as the exclusives. Yeah. And that's... I do miss that as well, which is why I still play a lot of my console, Stefan, despite the PC. Because there's just something about just sitting on the couch and playing on a bigger screen. What you can do though is buy a fairly long HDMI cable, which is what I've done, and simply, like, if the PC is not too far enough, just plug it into the TV. That's too bold.
The anchor point is secured to the wall. I can't move it using the Batmobile.
But
maybe
it's also,
you can hold the
it's never
car's
gonna
weight.
be as convenient as just turning on the console and starting the game. Because on PC there's a lot of extra steps, especially when it doesn't work. Yeah. It kind of is. Oh, they did not think about that one. You're supposed to, like, go easy on the trigger, but it's just a button, not an actual trigger. It's hard to be precise on that. And I got so many bots on my Discord. What the fuck?
Great. I'm connecting now. I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in
Xbox.
once in a while. We're partners, remember?
Yeah,
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna
that
right?
much is
Yeah.
true.
But
Especially
we're
with
going to
Switch.
the microwave
I
tower
think,
to triangulate
didn't
Scarecrow's
Microsoft even
location.
make
There's
a
one
small
code
Xbox Switch
shipping in
that
the
looks
cauldron.
like
I marked it on your map.
a Series X Switch?
Thanks, Oracle.
Or like a Series X? 5 meters HDMI cable? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the real deal.
The Batmobile's powering the antenna. I can't use it right
And
now.
with the, like, with Steam Big Picture, you don't even need most of the time the keyboard. You just launch Big Picture and you can use the controller to control everything.
I didn't think Scarecrow had what it takes to pull this off. It's all wrong.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's gotta be someone left in Gotham worth robbing.
We're wasting time. We've got the run of the whole city and we're stuck up here guarding some antenna. You heard?
Scarecrow's men are guarding the antenna. I need to evaluate the threat and plan my attack.
Yeah.
Operation falls apart.
5 soldiers, all armed. If I alert
May
them, they'll
I
kill the
just
hostage.
Yeah, like that.
use the
If I
bell?
can separate them, they'll be easier to take down.
That's me. He's paranoid. Probably huffing too much of that gas. I'd like to see you say that to his face.
Hey, you hear that? Someone's out there. You two, go take a look. The door stays locked.
Yeah,
I'm taking
I think so
no
too.
chances.
Got it, boss.
Oh. Yeah. Absolutely would. You can buy custom plates for the PS5, but no. Seem not that great. It was kind of the same debate back in the day with the Xbox 360 and the PS3 looking more like, for example, I remember someone, a YouTuber back in the day, basically saying that they preferred the PS3 because they could have people over and have the PS3 out in the open in front of the TV, and it would just look like a Blu-ray player, you know, while the 360 would just look like straight up console. What were it, yeah? So very thin. Can I go game? Thank you. But yeah, when you play like this, it's pretty good. But because it's in a closed area.
3 more soldiers inside. They think they're safe if they stick together. Lucius, I've got a hostage situation. 3 gunmen. I need to take them all out before they can react. Is it ready?
I kind of want to try this one on the Switch Lite though, just to see how it looks on the smaller screen.
And looks scarier while doing so.
Send it, Lucius. Now.
Already airborne, Mr. Wayne.
I am ready. Send it. It's not that bad. Look at it like that.
Well, Mr. Wayne, let me walk you through it. The outer and inner Wayne Tech Immo.
Yeah, I've heard that 100 times.
Speaking of which, the new.
And let's go.
How's it feel, Mr. Wayne? I've activated the AR training program.
3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Time to put the new suited.
What's up?
Man, you said you were quick, but I never saw anyone take down 3 armed guys like that. Unbelievable.
You're safe now. I'll send someone to pick you up.
Thank you. You tell me you're gonna find Scarecrow. That son of a bitch.
I'm gonna
needs
need to play this on the PS4 by the way afterwards to perform an eye cleansing operation to unsee everything that I've seen today.
Oracle, I've attached the uplink to the microwave tower.
Perfect. I made an anonymous call to GCPD. They're gonna send someone to pick up the hostage.
That was one of the first games I've streamed because
Come on, connect. Love the suit, by the way.
it is to me the best
Okay,
trilogy
both towers are fully online.
Time to
in
find
all of
Scarecrow.
gaming. I think that Mass Effect comes behind,
I
not
need to use both antennas to identify the
too
microwave
far
radio
away.
wave frequencies
It's a
across
close
Gotham.
second,
If I can find both frequencies at the same
but
location,
Mass Effect
know
had
where Scarecrow is
issues that the
manufacturing
Arkham
his
games never
toxin.
did. So, you know, when you think about Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect 2 and the few bugs that they had, it's things that you never saw in the Arkham Asylum. The quality was on point. Oh. Ghost Stewart or Squad. Ghost Squad. Oh, yeah. Well, like, yeah, I did mention Skyward Sword last time because I'm still playing it off stream right now on the Wii. So, yeah, Skyward Sword, the Zelda game, if you know it, absolute 10 out of 10. I have not found one thing in the game so far that I have found annoying, or that has seemed weird, or, you know, that I haven't enjoyed. We are supposed to see light beams right here. And here we have nothing. So they deleted probably the light effects related to the light beams that we are supposed to orientate to find the hotspot. But they did not think about this cutscene, or like this interactive cutscene. Interesting. Thankfully, I know where it is and where to orientate
Radio and microwave frequencies point to ACE
the
chemicals.
sticks.
That's where Scarecrow's producing
But
the
for
toxin.
someone who does not know and who is playing the game for the first time,
Jim,
this would be
I've traced the fear
extremely
toxin to ACE
confusing.
chemicals. That's where we'll find Scarecrow.
Impossible. I've had a team there ever since the evacuation started, just like you asked.
Crane must have bought
Yeah.
them off. Or worse.
Yeah, Mass Effect is a very close second, but
Hold off until I
it
get
comes
there,
down to
Jim. I'm on my
technicalities and the technical side and overall build quality of the game, of the games compared to the Arkham games.
Yeah, I fought Batman once.
You know,
My arm and
the fact that
the way I see it.
Mass Effect had some technical issues that the Arkham games never did. Yeah. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Mass Effect was the next one to be ported on the Switch, even probably the Switch 2. Like, just a port of the remastered trilogy. And it's funny because I don't remember this lagging at all whenever I was playing around the city on the handheld mode. Let me just see. I'm actually gonna test this quickly. I know, don't worry, the game will be back. But I'm gonna try just to see if I'm imagining it or if I'm right. Yeah, it's not stuttering as much. It's not even stuttering at all when I'm gliding around on handheld mode. For some reason. Or barely, yeah. Once or twice, but it's not as bad. But I think it's down to the fact that it uses less power for the handheld mode. Because it's on 540p. But it's trying to reach 900p on docked mode. Okay, Aboloket confirmed. Okay, there you go. There we go. Yeah, probably GPU. I mean, everything is... To be honest, everything is struggling. This game, when I was running it on my Athlon quad-core and R927EX, this game was putting them to their knees. Absolutely struggling. So, and also the fact that despite Camry, oh, is it not better like this? Wait. Okay. Matching game quality. Oh, shots fired. Yeah, an Athlon X4 640 plus. Athlon 2 X4 640 plus. And my first CPU was an Athlon 64 X2 6400 Black Edition or something like this. Which was in 2005 the absolute beast of CPUs. But it was a dual core. Yeah. Oh. Like, to be honest, let's talk about one thing though. This game was pushed through QA. There was no quality assurance whatsoever. Or they were bribed into saying nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
I think that
there's a skeleton crew left in there, but they're not
we kind of
responding and
need
the facility's locked down.
If they're
a
still
quality
alive,
assurance
I'll find them. They should be able to tell us what
a
Scarecrow's
mandatory
up to.
quality check on every game that comes out, every major game that comes out. You know, at this point. At some point we're gonna have, or we're gonna need to have an organism to intervene, check the game if it runs like Cyberpunk 2077 on release, or Jedi Survivor. If it doesn't work, someone needs to say nope, you're not releasing it, you fix it.
In death, he has nothing left to fear. Keep him away from Ace Chemicals. Your vengeance will come.
Screen though. The Arkham Knight looks good though. For some reason, he looks high quality still. Until now, yeah. And I started Metal Gear Solid 4 and the one on PSP.
Friend of yours?
But never finished them.
Stay here. And
Also
I'll go
Metal
find
Gear
out.
Solid 5 on Xbox One, but never finished it as well. But I intend on doing it sometime, one day. But yeah, like, I do think that we need an organism to at some point really make studios stop these kinds of releases and make an actual quality assurance test.
I need a name.
And basically say, you know, if it's like this, they just block the release and they're not releasing it until it runs. Because right now, studios, editors push for games to come out that are not ready to come out, because it works, because people still buy them.
The Arkham Knight.
You know, we all like
Hack
a
into
good
their
redemption
comms.
story,
I need to know what they're
and
planning.
Anything else?
There's a crew of Ace Chemicals workers.
the
left
logic
on site.
is release the game
They'll be able to
now,
help us
fix
track
it
down
later.
Scarecrow and
People are
locate
gonna
his
buy it
bomb.
anyways,
I need to find them.
Each worker will be
and
carrying
it
a
won't
unique ID
stop
chip.
If I can access their personnel records, I'll be
until
able
we
to track
actually
them.
get
There's a
a
security
serious
terminal
quality
in a booth
assurance,
near your location. Try there.
and not something that is internal to the studios, something that's external.
There were 5 soldiers. Each one armed and dangerous. Before I can access that terminal, I'll need to take them down.
Yeah.
First, I need to investigate the
I've not heard much bad, if any, about the Metal Solid games, which is why I bought a few of them. And hopefully we'll finish them one day.
Sure looks like it. This is the part I love. Taking people by surprise. Choppers coming over the horizon, blowing the crap out of the target.
Yeah.
How come you're not on one of the choppers?
Maybe one day I'll finish it.
I ate something bad the other night. It's those damn rations. Still don't feel too hot.
Yeah.
Man, by the steam control,
Oh.
target's moving. I need help here. Okay, we lost him. Search slow and careful now.
How long is this gonna take?
Yeah, he's looking.
Can't hold Batman off all night.
Yeah, you mentioned that game a lot, and
Position. Got it?
I've also heard a lot about it when it comes to how good it is. It's just that I know that one day, when I get into it, I'm probably gonna play it as the only game I have for a good month at least. That's usually what happens. What? I got killed in my... I got killed through my ult. What the fuck? This has never happened to me in all of my playthroughs on all platforms. I have never been killed while having the slow-mo ult. Okay. Like, it has legit never happened. Not once. I don't know what happened, but it happened.
First, I need to investigate the compound.
Holy hell. Not one time in nearly 10 years
This is the part I love.
of playing this.
Taking people by surprise. Choppers coming over the horizon, blowing the crap out of the target.
Yeah.
How come you're not on one of the choppers then? I ate something bad the
I guess no ult for me. What's up?
I should investigate the facility first. Then I can come back for the car.
Okay, cool story, but who asked?
Who's that?
Get over here. I found someone. He's injured.
Nice one, stupid.
Hey,
Oh,
what happened to you? There's something down there. Must be nothing.
I should investigate the facility first. Then
I
can
keep
come back for the
pressing
car.
the Batmobile button without meaning to, so that's why I keep saying that. I'm waiting, guys.
Spread out and find him.
Yeah, spread out and fight him. Go on, spread out. Thank you. And the last one. He's not dead.
It's safe to access the terminal.
He will just never walk again, don't worry about it. Batman
Let's see
business.
if Oracle was right. Data connection active. Data decrypting. Someone needs to upgrade their security protocols. Oracle, I've got the ID codes. If I reach a high vantage point, I can use the bat scanner to locate the workers.
Okay, I've marked the tallest structure in the area on your map.
Okay. Yes, I know how it works, thank you.
Try not to fall.
I like the fact that she says try not to fall as if it was the most dangerous thing we are about to do and we have done for the past 10 years. That's funny. Oh, look at look at the smoke. You know, maybe we could mod this into having some Minecraft ambient music because that smoke is fitting for it. Yeah. It's just... it's really funny at this point. With the voice of Gareth Vakarian. Oh, I mean then. My boy Garus, I am in. And alright. But the fact that they unironically released this in this state. But you know, they probably just had the texture resolution slider, put it down to 10% and didn't really check and playtested the game. So we are the beta testers, basically. This is how modern gaming works. No more quality assurance. If there ever was one even.
This is perfect. I can release
Just,
the bat scanner and search for the
setting
workers.
products in alpha.
I've managed to intercept some radio traffic between Scarecrow and this Arkham Knight. Relaying it to you now.
I had him in my sights. I could have ended it right there.
We have not broken him yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It will come.
Exactly that.
Now I've waited
But like I said, that's why we need an external organism that ensures a quality check.
Him so much.
You can never understand.
Otherwise, the release of the games get blocked.
Is at hand.
Like, we really need
His last night.
something that tests
Any idea
the
who
game,
Arkham Knight is?
and I'm talking
Sounds like the
all
two
of
you might
it.
have some history.
I've made a lot of enemies.
And if the issues go past a certain point,
It worked.
then they cannot release the
There
game.
are 5 ID markers showing up within the facility.
Let's hope they're still alive.
Because at some point, it's borderline a scam. The state in which Jedi Survivor was launched, on PC especially, was a scam. You know, because the game just did not work. It kept crashing every 10 minutes. That's getting into the
First, I need to investigate
the
the
scammy
compound.
territory. Yeah, that's not happening, I know. And you might say, then what about indie devs? This does not have to include indie devs, of course. Like the quality check would have requirements, and only certain companies or the biggest studios would fill in that requirement. Otherwise, the suspensions would be less hard for indie devs. Or for example, it would lock the price to a certain price point, like things like that. There would be ways to incorporate this into heavily punishing billion-dollar studios for this without putting a fist up the rectum of indie devs, you know,
Oracle,
basically.
They've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to
That's
stop
the idea.
them. Listen.
Like if you're an indie dev, just if you have issues, you have more time to finish it, or you don't sell it past a certain price, things like
Thanks,
that.
Oracle.
But
I found a way to get the Batmobile into the
for
compound.
big companies, it's
They'll
not
pay for
like
this.
you don't release it
All
at
of
all. It's never gonna happen. But
Gates open. Time to
we
bring
can
in
always
the
dream.
car.
Main gate's open. Get ready. You got $1 billion.
Yeah, there's always a trick.
straight for you.
There's always a trick.
The diamond back to the main courtyard, sir. We'll crush it.
Nothing is free.
Optimism.
People always want something.
Penetrate these heavily
nobody will ever give you anything for free out of the goodness of their heart. They always expect something in return. That's how it goes. Yeah, exactly. That's just a regular beat then, I guess. So, you know, it's not really $50.
Through the armor, just like you said. He's searching for hostages. Keep non-essential radio chatter to a minimum. He'll be listening. You are listening, aren't you, Batman? Then listen.
Yes,
to
I am.
this. To all embedded units in Gotham, Operation Savior has begun. Each one of you has a role. Each of you knows your role. So move out of this damn city and lock it down. I want our hands wrapped tight around Gotham's throat within the hour.
Yeah, but we can't. Orders say to keep him alive. Why?
Yeah, the studio shut down. Like, the studio of Gollum actually shut down. I think that this one game actually killed the studio. I don't know if that was their only game, but imagine you start a studio, you make one game, and then it's so bad that you actually shut down. It's not so funny, but it kind of is.
Hey, Batman, help me out.
Yeah. But if it's a bidding offer, then it's gonna quickly climb, sometimes even higher than the actual price, like the brand new price. No Man's Sky, yeah, No Man's Sky was terrible. On this, I've heard that too, seen it too. Cyberpunk, yeah. Quality assurance, unfortunately, is not quality assurance, it's joke. Yeah. The Batman games they made were also great, Telltale, and very original compared to what we're used to seeing and compared to the story we're used to having.
Leave him out of this. Always defending the weak and the... Listen, what I like about you.
And you see, now that we are inside, it doesn't really seem to visibly drop any frames. So in moments like that, it's pretty good.
You're safe now.
You don't know the half of it, Batman.
Yeah, to be honest, I never played anything other than the Batman games from Telltale. But they have my respect
They brought in trucks,
for the games they made.
weapons, soldiers, shipments of
the Batman
hazardous
ones.
materials. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
He's producing his toxin on a massive scale.
It's a bad.
Yeah, there's always a catch.
Real bad. We're
Always a
talking
catch
about a
that.
gas cloud that could cover the entire
So it's
eastern
gonna keep
seaboard.
climbing.
Where do I find Scarecrow?
I got no idea. All I know is he's moving ahead with his plan. And he's got a whole freaking army backing him up. We're screwed, Batman.
I'll stop him. But first I'm getting you out of here.
This guy literally
Wait by
looks
the
like he had
Batmobile.
his eyes removed or something as well.
Have you found Scarecrow?
Not yet. It's worse than
Yeah.
I thought.
How much worse
I
can
mean, I feel like the art style of
He's
Telltale is
building
kind
a
of
bomb big
their
enough to cover
signature.
the entire East Coast in fear toxin.
Something that's
Take your
in
men
common
and get
with
out
all
of
of their
here.
games.
Head to GCPD and lock it down.
But yeah, I've
Keep
also heard a lot
everyone
about it.
inside.
I'll get
I
my
just,
men
I
off
never
the
really played
streets,
it.
but I'm going nowhere. You bring anyone you find to me.
Jim, it's too dangerous.
You'll stop him. I know you will.
Hold tight. I'll get you to Commissioner Gordon.
Master Bruce, there are militia tanks all over the city. Gotham is overrun.
If I don't stop Scarecrow's bomb, there'll be no city to save.
True. Oh, you can actually see helicopters as well. I never noticed that before. The helicopters flying around. Oh, oh. Not these guys, please. Please, not these guys. Let's go. Neon color scheme. Interesting. I've never really watched any of it as well, so it would completely be a discovery for me. Everything's so yeah, well, you know, it's a nightmare player. You will wake up tomorrow morning, check out Batman Arkham Knight gameplay, PS4, and see that everything is back to normal. It is only a bad dream. But hopefully, you have good dreams tonight. Steve Tag, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, l'autre solution magenta. Thank you. Also, my car disappeared. Never mind, it's right next to me. I swear I am normal. And I have a functioning brain sometimes. This joystick though makes it tough to aim. Damn! We got it. Oh, the writing looks stretched almost. What is this? Why does that look weird? Maybe it's on my screen and not on the game. Because like I have black bars all around the game. So that could be it. Let's keep the rest.
Touch Alpha target's vehicle. Offensive capability way beyond expectation. He's been busy. Hey, don't worry, we've got more. Yeah, but not here. Not right this second. He comes up here. I'm not scared. Let him come. Thinks he's the big man. Not. It's on the instinct of it. What do we do? We wait.
Fuck, I wanted to... Bro, let me make that cool entrance. Okay, now you go like this. Boom! I like the fact that sometimes he just teleports the dude into his hands. Oh. No.
That's 2 dead workers now. I should have stopped this.
Batman, look. I've been talking with Robin. I really think you should consider letting him help you. You're up against an entire army.
She's right. We're a team. This city needs both of us.
I can handle it, Robin. I've told you what you have to do. Now do it.
This can wait.
No, it can't. You know what's at stake. I need you to stay focused, or things will get worse. Much worse.
You shouldn't be so hard on Tim.
I still need to get used to the small Joy-Cons though
Let your
to play this.
feelings cloud your judgment.
It feels weird by moments, because like the buttons are much closer to each other, so I'm used to having to reach a bit
If
to
Robin
get the
can't save those
combos.
people, the fallout will be dangerous as Scarecrow's bomb.
Oh. Wait. Okay. Oh. I thought I was gonna get stuck permanently.
That's 3 dead now. These animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them. We always do, right?
Yeah, kind of. To be honest, I feel like it suits him more than no. At least the Team Drake version, I feel like it suits him more than most of the looks that we've seen.
Powder's Island is under our control. Watch
But in
towers
Arkham City, he doesn't really wear his hood.
I will attack units on Miagani now.
Well, in this one, he does.
Patrolling every damn back alley.
The fuck. Alright, like this. In Arkham City, he did wear his hood.
This is as high as the elevator will go.
Yeah. I actually feel like... Oh shit. No, no. Wrong button. For fuck's sake. I actually feel like... He really has that Nightwing vibe. And as Robin, he was looking like Robin to me because, you know, like, Dick Grayson always looked a bit
This is as high as
different.
the elevator will go.
In that sense, he doesn't really have that the same Robin look as Tim Drake or Jason Todd. So, but he does make a great Robin. Oh, Robin, Nightwing. Actually, can I just...
I can't leave without the technician.
Okay, so I cannot. I was gonna reattach
I need
the
to speak to the technician. He can help me find Scarecrow.
Batmobile to the elevator, but cannot do that. Uh-huh. No medics. These guys are solidified combo breakers every time. They just bait you with the attack seeming like it's gonna hit you. And then it just doesn't. because they miss. Boom. What's up, my boy?
It's okay. You're safe.
You're too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
I heard him saying he was in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release his toxin.
I don't know what this is. Oh wait, yeah, right, the Titan show.
That gas gets
Did
out
they
there,
not stop with
it's gonna
season
be
3?
chaos.
I
Right?
won't let that happen. I'm getting you out of
Oh
here.
no,
Get to
wait,
the
no,
elevator.
there was another one afterwards. I stopped watching after season 3, I think. I never got to watch
Jim,
the season 4.
I've rescued the second worker. I'm coming to you.
What about Scarecrow?
He's in the central mixing chamber.
With
As soon
like
as the technicians are safe, I'm going after him.
Is it as bad
a
as
villain
it
that
sounds?
was in Arrow as
Worse,
well.
Jim. But I'll stop him. You have my word. I should join the technician in the elevator before doing that.
Yeah. To be honest, it's always... I've always liked the fact that Titans was different, like it wasn't trying to just make a copy of storylines. You know, it's a bit refreshing sometimes to have original storylines and not just readaptations. I think it was pretty good. It's not to everyone's taste, but it's different.
Alfred,
I saw, Sam. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
weapons lock deactivated.
Ouch.
Let's see if you can keep up with me. You feel that one?
Ouch.
That's just the first of many.
Troy Baker voicing both Robin and the Arkham Knight as well. Which is technically the same person, but like Tim Drake Robin. And thank you Cat for the resub. Welcome, welcome. Today is quite the spectacle with the Switch version of this game. Hope you're well. And feeling better? Yeah, I need to... I wonder if I'm unconscious with this 10 frames per second gameplay, but... I'm here for it.
So, you still not lost your touch? Good. It's gonna make this so much more interesting.
Just look at the square around the bullet logo. Oh, what was the bullet logo?
I'll defeat the attack helicopter without the Batmobiles.
Hello. Stop spamming.
The action's slowing down. Maybe you should just give up.
Your app crashed on you? Oof, I guess Twitch on mobile never changes. But yeah, I said thank you for the resub. The 20 months, I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Or feeling better at
I
least.
need a way in, and I need it now.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
Find it, Barbara.
Patience is a virtue.
I'm just playing the Switch port of this game, which is a meme at this point. Yeah, alright. Twitch crashing. Where could we see that? Nowhere, of course. It's not a thing. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't have fun being stuck as well, but... You know, I understand being stuck sucks. Okay, I just had to. Okay, like, I had to not ban me yet. Yeah. Hopefully getting better soon. And I'm moving myself. Yes, yes. Finally gonna get to see some family. Actually, all of my family on Christmas, so. Doing good. And school is treating me well. I actually... right now I'm basically learning how to use Photoshop, which is something that I don't think is too useful. And it's not the most interesting. But we also have some history classes on the art, on what we like, the different paintings that we're gonna study, etc. But like the Photoshop we're learning is basically things that you would already know if you have been, for example, making thumbnails, things like that. It's basic things like copy pasting images onto another and transforming them. So I'm kind of going a bit YOLO with it, at least until I get to draw again, or an actual class that makes me draw.
What about the service tunnel?
It runs behind the main wall of the
It goes up and
facility.
down.
I've sent you the location.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Improvise.
Hopefully Naila is, you know, a good like caretaker with that. Oh, I keep pressing the Batmobile button every time. That's how you park in Paris. Just standard procedure, don't mind it. %100% during the weekend, well, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. Let's pretend this was smooth and cool. All in one try. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. It's always nice to know that your parents have your back, even as you know, not grow old, do not mistake my words, but grow as an adult. It's good to see my face. Which one? This one? I got this one. I'm joking, okay. Yeah. I'm in a goofy mood these days. All three. Okay, well that's good. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah. Now the real question is something that the world needs an answer to. Something that President Biden just called me about earlier. Does this make you want to play the game? Seeing this beautiful 540p 10 frames per second switch port. I'm just saying. Look at how smart this guy is. What's up? Already downloading, yeah, I bet. I would have rushed to my PC. All the same.
Batman, we made it back to the precinct.
Yeah, well for sure, like if, you know, if this is the only way you can play the game, that I would absolutely play it.
Dig in and do what you can, Jim. I'll deal with that.
All things considered, when you play on handheld mode, it's pretty good, minus the Batmobile, which is still absolutely disastrous. But like, I watched a video recently about it, and the guy said that Rocksteady, which is the studio who originally developed this game, basically said that the reason they only made a PS4 and Xbox One version back in the day was because just loading the Batmobile and having the Batmobile rendered and functional in the game, just the Batmobile alone took one PS3 to run. So basically, the PS3 can only run the Batmobile and its functions alone. And run it well, you know? And knowing that the Switch is barely more powerful than the PS3 and 360, the results on the laggy Batmobile are not that surprising. But let me tell you, like I've said countless times, it is absolute sorcery that this game runs on this in the first place. It's basically like a backport to the old consoles. Yeah. But you know that I'm actually playing a lot of Wii right now. Playing Zelda on it, and still great. Insanity again on it. But like, the way the Batmobile wobbles, like the physics is bugged, is because the physics is tied to the frame rate in a way that if the game stutters, the physics stutters. So not only does the game have these small stops, but so does the Batmobile. It is what it is. But if this is the only way you can play the game, I would absolutely recommend it still. Because you still have Arkham Asylum and City bolted with it, and they both run well and look great. They even look better than their PS3 and 360 releases. The only problem is Arkham Knight. Small speedrun strat, look at this. You are normally supposed to fight them, and they would just run back into a hidden room if you take the Batmobile to run them over. But if you do that, Batman doesn't kill, by the way. He doesn't kill. They are only terminally sleeping. If you can be bothered to fight them all, do something like that. Do we think? Yeah.
Tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever.
Well, sometimes people find themselves playing the same game a lot, like I do with these games. It's not because there's nothing good enough that comes out, but more so that it's not the experience that this provides, for the most part. Yeah, and FIFA is also very much like, you know, centered around replayability. Okay. Well, then sleep tight in advance. Sleep tight, and I appreciate it again with the resub to 20 months. I'm gonna need to work on the like actual 2 years badge at some point.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 23 miles and driving.
Yeah. Yeah. All good, all good.
Going back for another.
Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here. Gotham is going to pay for what his savior did to me.
Still the beautiful villain logic. Scarecrow put himself in a situation, then he just blamed Batman for it. Then instead of making Batman pay, he actually makes the whole city pay. So, 200 accurate there.
Radius is at 31 miles and driving.
Don't stop working. If you're loading the reactors, hurry it up. If not, watch those guys back.
The
Kind of, yes, Stefan, I guess. The music in this game overall is absolutely marvelous, let me tell you that. Yeah. Not everyone can handle it, but... And I couldn't blame them.
Complete that task.
Yeah, what was that?
The people of Gotham can run all they like.
Yeah, over here, guys, over here. Here, right here. Yeah.
Nothing we can do for him.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you saw something. Did you see something? Yeah. He's over there, guys. Come on.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 46 miles and rising.
I absolutely imagine Batman spooking them like that just for fun every once in a while. I would.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
You all good, that? You all good, don't worry about it. I will let you know. But you haven't said anything that's considered even close to too far, so... No worries.
Do you really think you've won?
Yes, I do.
Fear makes you predictable.
His textures don't look too bad though. Somewhat, but...
I am in complete control.
How do I shut it down?
Violent much?
Or she dies.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
Have you found him?
Get out of there. Now.
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
Nothing hurts like losing one of the family. Knowing that there is no one to blame but yourself.
Basically looks the same. Oof! Is it really that bad? I was watching a bit of it earlier. And it looks pretty good. It just... I mean, it looked like Far Cry. But the person was on PC. I assume that the consoles would make heavy use of upscaling and things like this, which would make it a blurry mess. Ah, it's just me. Well, apparently James Cameron helped with the development, but to what extent? Probably not that heavily.
Neutralizing agents deployed.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even seen the second film, but the first film was beautiful, no doubts. But yeah, that was kind of expected.
I'm going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Unfortunately.
Sir, I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it at some point, Stefan.
I need to be more careful. Slow and steady.
I just haven't done it
Too
yet.
fast.
Also the fact that before it came out, James Cameron was like openly dissing the Avengers films, saying that he would take the first part back as the most watched film in cinema. So yeah, that was some bad publicity for him, because like dissing someone else to promote your own stuff is never too wise, I would say.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce.
Ruinant de tuer le
She'll be
but.
as angry as you are that she's allowed this to
But I'm
happen.
definitely gonna watch the second one just whenever I got time. Or more like whenever I take the time for that.
This is what he wants.
That would be more accurate.
Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
It is so hard to be accurate with these sticks. Like the tiny Joy-Con sticks. Also the bottle does not wobble like that in the original version of the game, so
Neutralizing agents deployed.
interesting.
Blast radius reduced by 50%.
Yeah.
I'm monitoring that facility. You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
Master Bruce, I implore you. You must get out of there. If this is about Miss Gordon, you cannot blame yourself for what's happened. Save yourself before it's too late.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Alfred.
And right now I'm kind of in a Star Wars phase, so I'm watching like the series and some films I've never seen. I kind of work by phases like that. Like sometimes I'm gonna play a lot of Dark Souls and Elden Ring, sometimes a lot of Arkham games, sometimes a lot of racing games. Yeah. Like if you were really fucking up I will let you know that, but it takes, you know, it doesn't take anything that you've ever said.
Neutralizing agents deployed. Blast radius increased by 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Miss me?
Oh no! I am so surprised by this plot twist. I have never seen this in my life. This is the first time I am playing this game. I remember people when the game came out just going, oh. Whenever that scene came around and the Joker was actually not dead, or is he really dead? Or is he like a ghost? Yeah, good times. Madame Lebrun. Do you know what Lebrun is? Like in French? Hello Molly. Good to see you, hope you're well. Like brun can be both dark hair and poop. Like, but not like human poop, like cow poop. Like something you would, you know, use in agriculture.
Great. How the hell am I supposed to get in?
Madame Le Poop is the name.
Identification confirmed. Welcome, Commissioner Gordon.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That kinda sucks. I would wear the, no, just wear diapers. Like have the bottle of perfume around every time. Although technically it's not like you actually smell like that, it's your nose. That's not knowing what it's smelling. I would not judge. I would not be a judgmental person. You would hear about it for the next 10 years, but no judgment.
What the hell is this place?
Yeah, chilly. Well, in a way, it's a, you know, a way to purify the sickness. Let's call it that.
Commissioner, thank God. You have to get me out of here.
Yeah, the models do not look too bad. I am being fair, the models do not look too bad. The main character ones, that is. Take a bath, yeah. Well, the thing is, when you're sick, the difficult part is getting out of the shower, because once the boiling water starts, you know, just going out of the shower is when the real cold settles in. So you just spend 20 minutes enjoying the hot water, and then someone starts knocking at the door, get the fuck out, we won't be having any hot water for the rest of the day. So then you have to get out, but then you even colder. Yeah, under the shower. Oof. It's supposed to be the opposite.
Don't tell me. You are the
Standing up, yeah.
commissioner.
Although one thing I like when I'm sick is when you lay down, sometimes you feel like you are, you know, moving around, or like your head is spinning. That's always a funny feeling. It's like when you go home drunk and you lay down afterwards. It's the same thing when you're sick. Like you feel like you're moving constantly.
You're eyeballing me. You think you can police me? Nobody polices the Goliath.
Batman.
Or the
I'm glad
texture
you
all
came,
in well.
Jim. You need to see this.
I don't know, I kinda like it when I'm laying down, not when I'm standing. But
What is this place?
when I'm laying down and
Who are
that
these
vertigo
people?
kicks in, I'm like,
Before
oh.
it killed him, Joker sent his infected blood out
You
to
know,
all the
it's like
hospitals.
a
in the
Disney
state.
attraction, but in
I
your
know, we
bed.
tracked it all down.
We missed some.
How?
Hospital errors. Transfusions that went unrecorded.
Yeah. I'm not
5
denying
people
that.
were affected. Untreated. The blood's gestated too long.
I am not contesting this
It's altering
statement.
them. They're becoming...
Joker. My God.
See, like this does not look
a
too
form of
far off
Creutzfeldt
from how it
disease,
looks.
but mutated
This one
beyond
does, but
anything on medical
the other
record.
guy, that's really weird.
What about
It's
that
like
one?
some textures
Doesn't
load
look like
in
the others.
and some don't.
Henry Adams. He's been infected the longest, but he's symptomless. Immune to
Not
Joker's
really
blood.
that. Not really.
I've got Robin
Maybe it
running tests to
depends
find out
on
why.
how long it is
One thing's for certain.
between the time
Henry's
where you
the
have the
key to
roller
all
coaster
this.
and then the time where you go to bed.
Cooperated.
For which moment you can.
Everything you
Yeah.
asked.
I don't
You
know.
said it would only take a few days.
Maybe it's also specific to
You can't
people,
hold him here
depending on
against
how
his will.
fast
We're
your
close,
body
Jim.
kind of
We can't let him go until
starts
we
having
save
the effects
others.
wear off.
Wait. You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing.
More simulator, yeah, for sure. That's why everyone works funny
He'll be here soon.
after like the roller coaster. Yeah. Maybe that's just specific to people.
Can you hear me, Bruce?
Unfortunately,
Don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or
Joker
later.
looks even creepier with these low-res textures and the lack.
We're going to give it what it deserves. A new
Yeah.
Batman.
He does look, you know, kind of sexy like that.
Darker, more... We
Harley Quinn was finding something with him
need
after
to
all.
agree on some priorities. Sure, you save the city by reducing the blast,
But yeah, like the fact that in this version the post effects on the eyes are gone makes some characters look like they don't even have eyes, and the main characters like they're barely alive. Yeah, I bet so. With the shit he's doing outside of his bed. But I'm pretty sure Harley Quinn is the crazy one. I would bet it's the other way around. Or like, somewhat. Yeah. Harley would absolutely be even crazier. Imagine the billion of dollars of damage to the city
Alfred.
over the 10 years that Batman has been doing this. I mean, it's not him
It's
blowing
okay,
shit up,
Alfred. I managed to reduce the
but
blast
imagine.
radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what
Actually
about
insane.
Scarecrow or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles.
Like living in a city where shit like this
Crane
goes
got
down
away. I was
on a weekly
exposed to his
basis.
toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction, but it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir,
Not a fan of.
did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact
Yeah.
you.
Well, after giving
Thanks,
blood,
Alfred.
it's also, you know,
Jim.
normal.
You got out. See, I
That's why
said
they
you
make you lay
wouldn't
down
let me
and wait before you
I need to
actually.
speak to you.
For example, especially if you drive there,
Meet
you
me
have to
outside
wait
GCPD prisoner detention.
more or
I'm
less
heading
time
there now.
depending on the person. Yeah.
Alfred, analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
Look at how stuttery it is with the Batmobile. I cannot get over it. There was no.
Might fool everyone else, but you can't fool me something.
Oh no. Oh no.
You're afraid.
There was no quality assurance with this. There was none.
Lock them away.
I should get back to the
Oh,
It's under attack.
wrong button.
Something is gnawing away at the nerves of your mind.
Holy shit.
Something evil you can't control. The cracks are forming as it pushes its way to the surface. I can almost taste it.
Alpha target hit! Going for the kill!
You can walk straight out. So you can donate blood and just walk out. Well, my car is fine. The environment not so much. That's a lot of damage. That's the, you know, the perks of driving a tank through a city like this. Oh, maybe not when donating, okay. Yeah, because here you donate blood, you are not walking out before like 1 hour or something. Because a lot of people just drive there, so sending them right behind the wheel after donating blood. No.
Wait to see the look on his face when you tell him his daughter's been kidnapped.
Wow.
And it's all your fault.
He's not even rendered if I get too far away.
This is going to be classic.
Look at Jim again.
I've alerted all air traffic.
What the fuck?
I've got to go. Batman.
He had like his sleeve missing, his hair missing.
What's
Careful,
wrong?
good shadow here.
Come on, you're scaring me.
It's Barbara. She's been taken.
Yeah.
No. I spoke to her. She said she got out. She left hours ago.
Going
Stay
to
calm.
wait.
We'll get her back.
Which one?
Yeah, but that's
Who's
the
got
thing.
my
like,
little girl?
Scarecrow.
you don't
They
necessarily
took her from the
faint
clock tower.
instantly. So
Right, we need
they
to
need to
go.
watch
There
you for a
could be
bit.
clue, something that will lead us to her.
I'll follow. Stay in contact.
You've got to tell him it's your fault at some point, Bats. And the great thing is, I'll be standing right there when you do.
Jim, I need you to stay focused. It's dangerous out there. Drive slow.
On a
and
serious
let me
note,
deal with any trouble.
Why did I let
why
this
is
happen?
Jim driving so
There's no
slow?
way you could have predicted this, Jim.
It's my job to predict it as a cop and a father.
That actual old man driving. I love it. Okay, they have a timer. Okay. Yeah, so they do watch you a bit for time.
Who are they?
Militia. I'll handle it.
Okay. That was quick.
This is Arkham Knight. Your priority is to apprehend
Like, the game lags so much, the NPCs cannot even control their own movements because the physics lags with the game.
Dangerous, Jim. Get in the Batmobile. I'll take us to the clock
It's a good thing in a way. You know, it's actual speedrun strat, make the game lag to gain time. Yeah, it's absolutely the CPU. And like when this game came out on PC, it said that the minimum was 8 gigs of RAM, but it wasn't. You could not play this game on 8 gigs of RAM without texture streaming issues, without physics issues, without like frame rate struggles. You needed at least 12 gigs of RAM.
What have you got, Alfred?
With 12 gigs, it was running smooth AF. Hello Key, thank you for the looks, I appreciate that. And yeah, sleep tight, get better. I'm gonna go like maybe for 1 or half an hour afterwards because I need to get up at 8 tomorrow. But I wanted to play this. Okay, sleep tight.
I'd recommend keeping the Batmobile away from there for the time being. The remaining drone forces on Bleak Island have been redeployed to protect the clock tower, so expect significant resistance.
Thanks, Alfred.
Playing like this though with this, it is so nice. You can move around while controlling everything, you know?
Sergeant!
Like this.
Yes, sir?
Also like...
Squad's down. Take control of the clock tower drones. He's coming.
Yeah, 1:30 AM.
I'll stop him, sir.
Wow. The game does not like this part of the map. Or maybe see enemy tanks around. Holy shit.
You're losing drones, Sergeant. The movement on that thing, it's difficult to get a lock. Batman took out a drone. Make him pay.
Oh.
We lost one, sir. He's making you look like a fool.
Zing.
I'll find you, and when I do,
There are militia troops all over the clock tower, Jim. You'll be safe in the Batmobile.
Wow, when I
I'll let you know when
eject.
the area is secure.
Holy shit.
I'm not just sitting here while you go after those bastards.
Yes, you are, Jim. Barbara wouldn't want you to get yourself killed. I'll be in touch the minute I'm done.
Nice vote of confidence right there. Thank you, Batman. You have crushed Jim Gordon's confidence.
Nothing. Me neither. Same here. Okay, don't fall asleep. He's here somewhere.
We're wasting our time. That's not gonna show. Boss says he'll be looking for that Gordon chick. We've got tanks patrolling the area. No way he'll get through that.
Fuck, wrong button. I keep pressing the wrong buttons because they are so close from each other. Yeah, you did see something, right? Yes, you did. But now they have no medics, so no revives.
Nothing we can do here. Spread out and find him. We lost them. Start checking for men down.
Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I keep pressing the Batmobile button, don't mind it.
Two down. Don't let him divide you. Watch your corners. Be ready for attacks from above, from below. He's fast.
Give me a status report, guys! Construction site looks clear. Good work! Work together! Don't let the bastard get us!
Okay, little bro. Come here. Come here.
It was pointless, man. He's gonna get us. He's not. Remember what the night taught you. We should have listened to that guy that made it out of the factory. He's invincible.
I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like I hear some new dialogues that I've never heard before in all three games, at least in Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Some of the dialogues I feel like I've never read or like never heard. Such one as yeah, what? It's kind of like they're fighting a ghost in a way, and I cannot get to that one. Hello? What? Okay, I cannot get to that point.
He's gonna take us out one by one.
Interesting.
Quit whining and keep looking. We got him outnumbered. Yeah.
But yeah,
So do the guys at Ace Chemicals.
they are, I think, rightfully scared.
Batman knows how to shoot blows. I know where he'll pay.
Ah. He was faster than expected.
Jim, the
But
area
we
is
here.
secure. Meet me in the clock tower.
Oops.
Impressed. Your tricks don't stay new for long, Batman.
Okay, you're supposed to turn around a lot here for it to load. So you do that. No? Okay.
Colleen? Is that you again?
Candygram!
Ah.
Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious about all this mess.
He did not even know she was bad girl, by the way, when he did that. He was literally just doing that to get to Gordon. Now you turn around again. Boom.
Nothing like a trip down old memory lane, eh, Bats? And now a front row seat to the main event. You would have thought old Jim Gordon had been through enough. First, some handsome young maniac cripples his daughter. Now he's blaming himself for her being taken. You really should tell him this is your fault, Bats. I'm sure he'll understand. I mean, it's not like you went out and got his daughter killed. Well, not yet anyway. The night's still young.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's on his way up. I can't do that now.
Right. Okay, now it's loaded.
Oh God, no.
This isn't your fault, Jim.
Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me. I should have been here.
There's something I need to show you.
We haven't got time. She's not like us.
Identity confirmed.
She's strong, Jim. Stronger than you realize.
She works for you? This is all your fault.
I will find her.
She's my family! My daughter! She's all I've got! I never should have trusted you. Never! I'll do this on my own.
He didn't
Stay
punch
away from
Batman.
my family.
Batman let him punch him. Literally the only person to get away with it. But kind of
I think
deserved.
that went quite well, considering. Of course, I wouldn't have told him, but that's why it's so liberating being me.
Mhm.
You've got a lot to look forward to, Bats.
Yeah, let me access the... thank you.
I need to find out what happened to Barbara. They covered their tracks by disabling the clock tower security cameras. If I hack the municipal CCTV system, I should be able to monitor all access points to the building.
It's kind of funny that they thought about disabling the cameras of the building, but not the buildings around. Looking at the building, it's funny.
There. That's the vehicle they took Barbara away in. Those tires are Amertech D60s. I can program the Batmobile to track their unique tread pattern. It'll lead me right to them.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, how did Scarecrow know to go
We got a slight bug on the logo. Or we had a slight bug on the logo
after your IT department?
of the mission notification.
I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky.
Interesting. Like a missing texture.
Seriously, I was aiming for her head. Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off her feet.
The tire tracks will lead me to Barbara. I can use the Batmobile forensic scanner to follow them.
Every time I push the wrong button.
Alfred, I want the Arkham Knight's name.
As do I, Master Bruce. He has presumably chosen that title for a reason. Where do you suggest we start?
Arkham City. Go through the files of every inmate who was released following the death of Hugo Strange. And Alfred.
Sir?
They knew about Barbara. Activate the Batcave security protocol.
I keep pressing it without meaning to, I swear.
I've got Oracle, Batman. Now you can know who I am. You just gotta find me. But Gotham's a big place, and there's a whole army between us. I'm ready for you.
Alfred, the militia have deployed a device. It's burrowed deep into the road.
Yes, I see it. Similar devices are being planted across the city.
I'll investigate.
Alright, let's investigate. Not like... I would of course know what it is already. I would never.
It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, sir, should you really be standing quite so close?
Yes.
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Bat computer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection...
Not until I finish disarming the bomb.
Oh.
Radios.
As you predicted, sir, he's trying to defuse the device. The drones you requested have been deployed.
That car stuck in the fight for one.
I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. Drone feed offline. Get back! I'm flanking him!
Not yet. The shot.
He got a drone! No! I've lost the drone! These machines are relentless. Unlike you, they don't give up. They don't hesitate, they don't hold back, and they are not afraid of you, Batman. Multiple drones offline. What the hell was that? The enemy's acquired simultaneous
Let's
strike
go.
capabilities. Think faster.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power wrench to trigger a controlled explosion.
You think that's it, Dark Knight? I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me.
I just got pushed on the side like that.
Traitor if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes...
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miyagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miyagani Island is rife with militia drones and...
It's kind of funny because the sky without the global lightning does look different, but it doesn't look too bad. I think it actually kinda looks good that way. It's different. It looks kinda good. It's like it makes it look more like nighttime in a way. Since it's a much darker sky.
With the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
Shock. Good. We're gonna need it. Think he's coming? I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. Got the drone. He's not catching us off guard. Better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened?
The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman happened. He went in and tortured 3 units of our guys. Stop the explosion. Damn. So he's as good as the Arkham Knight says. Yeah. He is. So if these chemicals off went bad, hey, just crash the drone. You okay? Our drone controller's not responding. Check it out.
And then the two over there, they start moving. It's kind of funny because this one always works pretty much the same way. Starts with the guy with the drone. Then the guy that was talking to him.
Maybe he fell. Or maybe Batman got
then the guy on the balcony, then these two.
Cheap shot! I'll give you that one for free! Head up! Watch your back!
And then like that, boom.
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Easy clap, alright. It's the Batman in me tonight.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forget
He's not
you
even.
if you save
He's
her?
not even
Holds a
rendered
grudge, Bats.
at that
I
distance.
should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge.
I can already see the memes coming out of this.
Rebooting the network now. Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear, is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Why not?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time.
Mm-hmm.
Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible.
Sure thing, whatever you say.
I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloody corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
Living rent free in this guy's head as always, and that's a good place to stop it actually for tonight, because I see that it's almost 2 AM and I gotta get up at 8 AM tomorrow, so I'm not gonna push it too much, only to have an instant regret when I wake up tomorrow morning. So that's a great spot to stop it. We won't be finishing the game probably, maybe, but honestly if I play it, I'm gonna play it on the handheld mode, you know, not the docked mode, because for that I would have the PS4 or the PC. But yeah, absolute meme that this port is. I am speechless. I think that they should have gone with either just Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, or Arkham Origin instead of Arkham Knight. Because there's no way that there's any sort of quality check that was done to this. There's just... yeah, I need some sleep, I do. Because I didn't sleep too much as well last night, so I always end up going to bed way too late. But yeah, and same Stefan, thank you for being here, I appreciate it. But yeah, this is a good meme, this port. I'm just very happy that I bought the trilogy on the Switch, because Asylum and City, like I said, are very well ported, and it's amazing to play it on the small portable Switch. But this I want it for the memes. And yeah, next time we'll be streaming, we will be keep on going with our God of War playthrough. Let me get that back. Boom, quite close. But it's less weird to have this just square or rectangle in the middle of the screen. Boom. Music like that. And yeah, thank you everyone who was here. Thank you Dot and Murray as well. Good night to you too. Thank you for watching, looking, chatting, whatever it is. I appreciate it. Like I said, next time we will be playing God of War. I think we are very much nearing the end in God of War. So there's probably 1 or 2 streams left, but we will see. Saturday afternoon I'm working, Friday night I'm working. So Friday, Saturday, no streams, most likely, maybe even Sunday, but I will let you know about that either way on Discord. But yeah, hopefully see you on Sunday, if not on Monday. And yeah, have a good rest of your night, evening, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you again for the support tonight. Have a good one.